Shivyansh,
Yes, sir. Hello.
who is coordinating the? I think Shivyansh is coordinating.
Yes, sir. I'm presenting.
You're presenting.
Yes, sir.
So, shall we start?
Yes, sir. I think everyone's here. Okay. Hello, everyone. Good evening to all of you. I am Pulkit Raju, a member of YI's Road and Safety Vertical of LNCT. It is a great pleasure for me to welcome you all to the first ever Road and Safety virtual competition organized by LNCT Yoga Road and Safety Chapter. As we all know, roads and safety are two markers which assess the development of a country. Hence, we need to actively think about them, and this is the reason why we have debates like these. Now, in 2019, new traffic violations fines were imposed by the government. Some governments imposed them almost immediately, while some governments like ours, took some time. So this is what we're here to talk about. Are these newly imposed traffic violation fines by the government a long overdue necessity or just another very expensive exploit to the common man? Today we have Dr. Anuj Garg sir as our chief guest and Pratik Vatt sir, Road and Safety Chair, as our chief judge for the event. We welcome you, sir, and we are extremely gracious for your presence. This has been a long road, and the participants present here have more than proved their worth as debaters. Now, all of you have qualified by debating for 3 days. Bravo and best of luck to all of you. The participants for the events are: for the motion, we have Feroz Khan, Sakshi Srivastav, and Abhay Gupta. Against the motion, we have Komal Rajpal, Shivi Dubey, and Shruti Trivedi. Now, there are some rules for the debate, and I'll tell you. Rule number one, each participant will only have 2 minutes to make their opening statements. After opening statements have been taken from both the sides, the ground would be open for rebuttals and counters. Number two, there shouldn't be any personal comment regarding any individual, any organization, any political party, or any religion. Rule number three, speaker and opponent should treat each other with courtesy. Rule number five, one should not directly interrupt anyone while speaking. I know, guys, it's a debate, but we do have to restrain ourselves here. Participants must use the raise hand feature to do the same. Rule number six, participant will unmute their mic only when they're speaking, whilst their cameras will remain on throughout the debate. I urge every participant that is here today to turn on their cameras right now, please. And the final rule, use of harsh words or any abusive content is strictly prohibited and will result in direct disqualification. So without further ado, let's start the debate.
So before we start, can we have the opening remarks from Pratik sir, who is the Road and Safety Chair for CII Young Indians Bhopal. Pratik is himself a passionate rider, and he has traveled to countries on bike from Delhi to, I think, Malaysia, and a very passionate young entrepreneur in real estate and in adventure company. So Pratik, we welcome you, and these guys are for you. Your opening remarks on road and safety, and then we can start.
Thank you so much, Anuj sir, for this wonderful words by you. Uh, Road and safety is a basic thing which we all should understand. Uh, I think that should be the fundamental things which we all should learn and understand, that how important it is for our safety and for other safety. As we sometimes take it lightly and get into trouble. So it's a very good forum that we are discussing about the basic road and safety and how to follow the rules and what are the rules basically. And I feel very encouraged seeing so many youngsters, contributing to this cause. And the future looks bright ahead, Anuj sir.
Thank you, Prateek sir, for these inspirational words. Now, I would like to hear the opening statements
The
for the
इंट्रोडक्शन
motion.
ऑफ ज्यूरी, हमको ज्यूरी का भी इंट्रोडक्शन दीजिए, कौन इसको जज कर रहा है?
Prateek, what sir is judging this competition?
प्रतीक सर हैज द कॉल, वो शायद he has to go.
I have
And
to go at 5 o'clock. I have a different. I have to leave.
he has a session at 5. So Prateek sir is doing the judging. We have not taken his confirmation. It is a proposal. So who is Sahil is there? Sahil,
Yes,
you
sir.
are
Yes,
road
sir.
safety.
Yes, sir, I'm present, sir.
Yes, so make a committee of 5 people, and they will be judging. I will be throughout the Zoom checking everything, and it will be recorded. So you take the responsibility and make a fair team of maybe you and Bhumika. Take Bhumika in your team. Bhumika, you are not participating. मैं जिनका नाम लेता हूँ पार्टिसिपेंट तो नहीं है ना, आप भूमिका को ले लीजिए, प्रियांश को ले लीजिए,
So Shivansh can also be in the team.
शिवांश इज द ऑर्गेनाइजर, तो उसको मत लीजिए.
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, we have created a Google sheet, so we can.
ठीक है, तो आप इसको कर लीजिए. भूमिका को, प्रियांश को जरूर ले लीजिएगा.
Sure, sir.
जी, है ना? ओके.
Okay, we
So
can
start.
start.
All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So, firstly, I would like to hear opening statements for the debate and for the motion. And would anyone from the for side like to present an opening statement, please?
I would like to. I'm Feroz Khan.
Okay, Feroz. Please, Feroz, proceed.
You can hear me, right?
Yes, you're clearly audible. Please
Okay.
proceed.
All right. Firstly, thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity and platform to express my views on this topic of great discussion indeed. A country is governed under the umbrella of its constitution, and a fundamentally strong constitution ensures its sovereignty. The judiciary acts in accordance with the penal code of the country, and a well-defined structure of penal code exhibits smooth law and order. The different banks are governed under the central bank of the country, and a rigid framework of guidelines facilitates a trajectory towards growth and prosperity. In the very same way, fundamentally strong, well-defined, and rigid traffic rules, the amended Motor Vehicles Act 2019 in this case, ensures a safer and better driving experience on the roads of India. On the roads of a country where every year we lose 1.5 lakh people in road accidents, 413 fatalities every single day. By the time this debate will end, we would have lost 40 precious lives. Highest in the world, not to mention, that's one another chart that we top. We don't want to, but we top in the world. On the roads of a country where there's been a 32% rise in the deaths since 2007, on the roads of a country where the two-wheeler rider is at the most vulnerable risk of getting killed in a road accident, and the roads of a country where 70% of the fatalities comprise of the male earning member of the family. The person in the road accident dies in a matter of minutes, but his or her family continues to suffer and bear the burden and pain for years and decades that follow. That's the tragedy of our country. Now, tell me a very simple thing. Those in opposition, I have a very simple and straightforward question to them. When the government and authorities take a decision, draft a policy, get it passed in both houses of the parliament legally, and this law is implemented with the aim to reduce that 1.5 lakh figure, with the aim to reduce long traffic jams that we face in everyday lives, and a law that will overhaul driving license issuing process and will hold contractors and engineers accountable for the abysmal quality of roads, then what's wrong with that? What's your problem with that? What do you find that's not right in that? Please answer me that.
Okay. Anyone from the opposition would like to answer this or make their own opening statements? Would anyone like to make an opening statement or answer this? Okay, so would anyone from the against the motion like to make an opening statement? Abhay Gupta, would you like to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please proceed.
Okay, well, according to a report prepared by the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, almost 4.64 lakh accidents have been reported in the previous 2 years, out of which 1.47 lakh cases have been reported as death. Even if we look at the statistical analysis of the 2019 report, sorry, it says that almost 1,49,000 cases have been reported in the road accidents in the year 2018 alone. Okay, so even if we look from the previous decade, regular seminars and workshops are being conducted to aware people for the road safety and ensure that they are following the traffic rules properly. But this report clearly mentions that it is not work that these all efforts are not blooming any fruit at all. So, and not only that, the Indian government is spending crores and crores of rupees every year in the name of this road accident budget only, in the name of all the insurance policies for the road accident and that etc. things. So it justifies the fact that there is a need of strict rules and high penalties, and which are needed to be implemented as soon as possible to reduce the figures. And the Motor Vehicle Act of 2019 aims to do the same. Actually, it is an amendment act of the Motor Vehicle Act of 1988, and now this act has introduced heavy fines on the people who are actually drunken driving, on the people who are overspeeding, on the people who are not maintaining, who are not doing the regular maintenance of the vehicles, which are actually causing pollution in the environment, on the people who are driving without a license, and etc. Okay, so I would like to conclude by saying, yes, of course, that the new fines introduced by the government are, of course, a long overdue necessity to control the traffic, to control the road accidents, and to boost the country's economy. Thank you.
Okay, Abhay, well said. Now we have Shruti Trivedi who wants to make an opening statement. Shruti, please go ahead.
Thanks, Pulkit. Good evening to all. As we all know, the motion for today's debate, I, Shruti Trivedi, as today's opposition, strongly believe that new fines imposed by the government isn't at all a long overdue necessity. One of the Act called Motor Vehicle Bill 2019, which was passed on 1st September 2019, there is literally panic among the many vehicle or bike owners after implementation of the bill, which not only has the provision of stringent regulation of traffic rules but also imposing hefty penalties for violations. For instance, in Delhi, social media as well as regular media are showing reports that two-wheelers are charged for Rs 21,000 for violation of traffic rules, including no helmet or no driving license or no insurance, etc. etc. Then someone charged Rs 71,000 and so many other instances as per Times of India. According to some people, this fine thing is good, while some of them think that it is bad thing. Amidst good and bad, common people have been exploited badly. Some of the states like Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Punjab are opposing the bill. I must say that it has changed a lot for Indian middle class man in the past few years. Take another example of reckless driving. I somewhat agree with this fine thing, but with a fine of 5,000, no, it's not at all done like this. How could someone say that if a person is rush driving, he is breaking the laws? Maybe it's his circumstances or the need of time or there is some emergency. If we talk about previous fines, it was rupees 1,000, but now it has been incremented to 5,000 rupees. How is it justifiable at all? It is costing at the stake of a livelihood of common people. 5,000 is not just a figure for middle class people, but it's their hard work that paid off. kudos to common people who can do nothing about it. Actually, in my point of view, democracy has been slaughtered over a few years. So I would like to sum up that it's not at all a necessity. Government should find another way, another feasible option, so that people should admire it and not oppose it. That's all from my side. Thank you and have a nice day.
Okay, so Shruti, you basically say that these fines are too rigid and that fines should also somehow comprehend about the situation that a person is in. Now that's a good point. Now we have Komal Rajpal
Thank
next, and Komal speaks against the motion. Komal, please speak now. Komal, are you there? Komal, your mic is on mute. You are not audible right now.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes, you're audible. Please go on.
Greetings, everyone. I would like to start by putting forth the truth that was realized a millennia before by Chanakya, who was otherwise a Democrat, certainly not as ruthless as he is made out to be, but clear was his point. To run a society with rules for the well-being of all, you need to have a deterrent system in place, and that deterrent system must be fair, impartial, transparent, effective, but not excessive. Please note, not excessive. The government's conclusion that only harsh deterrence measures can make us behave compliantly, does that mean that each one of us lack a sense of civic responsibility and we can abide by the rules only with the fear of danda? What is then our education for, our values for? Aren't we humans similar to a pet dog which wags its tail for reward and do as told in the fear of punishment? It is very disheartening to know about the hefty fines that are being imposed by the center, which with the introduction of Motor Vehicles Act 2019. Whoever drafted these rules did not consider the average purchasing power of a common Indian, and the rich violators of traffic rules can laugh at the fines. Also, the chance of bribe rates will increase. So, at all, I want to say that these high punitive hefty fines are totally not a way forward. That's it.
Okay, so Komal, you basically say that excessive force is not the way to go, but more sympathy is.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, we have Sakshi Srivastava who wants to go next. Sakshi speaks for the motion. Sakshi, please continue. Sakshi, you can speak. You're not audible right now. Sakshi, you're not audible. Okay, so while Sakshi deals with her issue, is there anyone else who wants to go next?
Yes, well, if you will allow me, I would like to interject and rebut a couple of points made by those in opposition.
Okay, Firuz, please go.
Okay, I'm gonna keep it short this time around. And I have a point when, I've heard Shruti making a point that there are hefty fines of 21,000 rupees, 71,000 rupees, and so on being charged. And she quoted a Times of India report. That's wonderful. That is this reckless fining that she is against. She's not necessarily against the law itself, but the fines that are there. And someone also suggested that we should look forward to compassionately and humanly implement this law instead of being very, very strict and stringent. Well, we did so. Well, in the 21, let me give you a very recent example. In the 21 days of the lockdown, the initial 21 days, the Prime Minister made a very, very human and compassionate appeal to the citizens of this country to observe a 21-day lockdown. And what happened? He also quoted it as a make or break 21 days. If we are not able to, stop the spread of the virus in the first 20 to 18 days, it is going to become a problem. And it certainly did. People don't follow the rules. Most of them do, but that limited number of people, 20% of the people, don't take rules and regulations seriously, and that is where the problems begin. 80% of the accidents are committed by just 20% of the people, and that is the problem. And look, to be very honest, nobody likes to charge you. The government or the state police or any authority for that matter does not enjoy or intend to penalize you and me heavily. It's very simple. It's sheer common sense. You are fined when you jump a signal. You are penalized when you drink and drive. You are challaned when you overspeed. If you don't do any of these things, you wear your seatbelt, follow basic traffic rules, you wear your helmet, you won't be penalized, challaned, or fined. It's as simple as that. If everybody starts obeying the law, which is the sheer objective of this amendment bill, and nobody will have to pay those hefty fines of 10,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees, 1.5 lakh rupees.
Okay, so Firoz, you're saying that we only started strong arming people by fines because we tried everything else before.
Well, certainly since 1988, the last time amendment bill was implemented, things haven't really changed. We are at the bottom of every figure that is taken into consideration when it comes to road traffic and management systems.
Okay. So would anyone like to make their opening statement, or would anyone like to go for a rebuttal? Okay, Sakshi, is your issue taken care of? Can you speak right now using a mic? Okay, I think Sakshi isn't here. We have Shivi Dubey who wants to speak. So Shivi, please go on.
Okay. So I would like to say that I totally consider the new amendment act that has been made for traffic rules is completely right, unless it is only for the people who are doing going wrong way with the traffic rules. I would also say that it is also a pressure on the common man, because it is not easy for a person to pay such a huge amount of fine for their exploiting for their traffic rules. It is right to pay a penalty for the exploitation, but these are a very heavy fine, which can also lead to their imbalance in their family financial conditions. So I would like to say that, and instead of, as you said, Firoz, that if the person is not wearing a helmet, or if the person is not wearing seat belts, or if they are not actually making if they are making some some kind of exploitment to the rules, then that person is charged or is punished with the fine. It is right that the person should be punished, but sometimes there are the policemen or the traffic police, which have their checking allotment posts patrolling in the center of the markets. Does a person need to wear the seat belts in the center of the market, or in the so crowdedly trafficated cities? It is not possible, because in the cities, or if we consider markets in a city, like if we generally consider Bhopal only, it is a very traffically populated city. So I don't think that a person can actually lead their speed beyond 20 or 40. It is not right that their patrolling can be made in the city, and they can fine the person for not wearing the seat belt in the cities. It is fine if they are taking these rules and regulations on the highway. I'm taking the seat belt point particularly, as you have referred.
Okay, so that were Shibi's words. And now okay, Feroz, would you like to counter this?
Well, there's certainly not much that I counter, because there are points that should be made that are acceptable. and especially in a country like India, which is very, very crowded. Well, one of the inferences that I drew from her statement was the fines are too excessive. For the rich people, we can, and people even for like us, we can afford the fines and are not very, very exponentially upfront. But for the poor people, the people who are at the very, very bottom of the strat of the society, it becomes very difficult for them. Well, let me quote some facts for you. The fines, you say that they are very, very expensive. They are very, very too much. They are not actually. This is data from the new amended bill. And the offenses I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you the fines that were there before and after. If you are found driving without helmet, you are charged 500 rupees instead of the previous 100 rupees. The amount is not exaggerated. Tripling, it's a very, very commonplace incident that happens every day in our country. Before 100 rupees, now 500 rupees. Driving on the wrong side of the lane, 500 rupees was the previous fine, now it's 5,000 rupees. Yes, this fine is comparatively exponentially higher, but it has to be because most of the accidents happen because of the vehicle that comes and bumps into you from the other side. Using phone while driving, 1,000 rupees was the previous fine, now it's 5,000 rupees. Driving without license, that's very, very big federal offense in the US. Before it was 500 rupees, now it's 5,000 rupees. Penalties are meant to induce fear. And when we have a law, we need to have a certain sort of punishment in order to make sure that those miscreants who are committing acts like not obeying the law and violating and defying the law, they must be taken into consideration and must be taken care of.
Okay, Feroz, but I think right now fear and respect analogy comes into play. I mean, don't you think if people fear something, they are more likely to go against it? And
Well, see, just when this amendment bill was enacted, there was sheer public outrage against it. And it's very obvious. Nobody likes to pay fines. If somebody is going to impose a fine or tax, people are going to resist. That's basic human nature. But we need to look at the bigger picture. In the initial run, it's going to look like that we have to pay fines, we have to pay amount that we have never thought we will have to pay because we took the system for granted. Now, when there is a change, there is a thing that can actually make changes. We are resisting. We are not looking at the bigger picture. The people of this country need to be shown the bigger picture that in the long run, see, today, when you go to a traffic signal that's there and it's red light, it's going to turn green in a matter of seconds. It's the first person who moves the vehicle and then everybody else start moving. We need to stop that one person who takes the initiative of jumping the signal. That's a problem. And these are the concerns that we need to take care of. And fear, like we were talking about, I have some interesting data on fear too. See, well, I'm going to tell this
Can we
after some
take
time.
references and reading? Pulkit, you have defined rules for reading from notes.
sir, we can quote stats, but
Yes,
Can
there
you
are
use
fear
the paper to
statistics.
read?
yes, only statistics and numbers, sir.
Yes, I actually have this 80-20 principle and broken window theory.
They can read during the debate, or they can memorize and say.
Yes, sir, I think they can.
Also, I want to interrupt that. Is there any candidate who has not spoken till now?
Sir, there's Sakshi Srivastav. She is having an issue
Call
with
her
her mic.
and ask her to put her video on. If
Yes,
she is
sir.
not putting her video on, disqualify her and let her go.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Participants have to keep their video on. And yes, you can continue, Firoz.
I would like to counter.
Yes.
Let
sure.
Feroz finish his point and
No, please. I will continue with my fear fact as a rebuttal later on.
Okay.
Also, there should be a timeline. Reading lot of facts should not be there, and there should be a timeline given to each participants. Also, Pulkit, at then I would like you not to moderate and let the debate go as a free flow, so
Okay,
that
sir.
we can understand the counters and the for and against. Sakshi, go ahead, speak. Sakshi, can you speak?
Am I audible now?
Yes, you are not visible, but.
Sakshi, please flip your camera.
Am I now visible?
No, the notes are visible. Yes, now you are visible.
Okay.
Go ahead, Pulkit. Yes,
Hello.
Sakshi.
Yes, am I audible now? So,
Yes, yes, you are. Please continue.
okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry for the network issues I've just faced. And I'm Sakshi Srivastava, and I'm speaking for the motion. And so we have we are talking about the
Sakshi, you're not audible. You've muted yourself. Unmute yourself, please.
am I audible now?
Yes, Sakshi, you are. Please continue.
Yes. This act of this act that is Motor Vehicle Act was applicable from 1st September 2019, and it aims to diffuse more discipline on roads and reduce road accidents. It focuses on the road safety. So we have, as per data of 2017, there are 4.64 lakh incidents happened that claimed lives of 1.47 lakh people, and the government is also uh, giving the people who are suffering from the road accidents, they're giving motor vehicle accident fund to all the road users, um, whoever are suffering from the road accidents. And these fines are done so that people can uh, think about this safety. I know these are very costly. These fines are very much. I mean, they have just um, exceeded the limit of the price, but the fine, sorry. But it is important because in India, people are more worried about their money rather than their lives. So it is important to impose such fines so that people can deal with. I mean, people can uh, stay with this, and they should keep their safety at the first as the first priority. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, Shruti, you wanted to counter. Please go on.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. I have previously stated that I'm not totally opposing it, but I'm just putting the point that government should look for feasible option. I'm not saying that there should be no fines at all. Yeah, that's the need of the time. People should be under the control if there were fines. But I'm against the hefty fines which the government has been incrementing over the years. Commoners know the worth of rupees 100 as good as they know the worth of rupees 1000. What's the point for increasing this much of amount? While making the laws for such hefty fines, government should keep in mind the point that India is a country with a segregated population. Not all the sectors of people are same. Not all of them have the same financial condition. One of the member from the opposition house has mentioned all the fines, but one of the exaggerated fine, which is for seat belt, previously it was rupees 100 and now it has been incremented to 5,000 rupees. So it isn't justifiable at all. That's what I wanted to say.
Okay, so I would like to tell this
Um,
to everyone. Please be precise in your counters and please keep it around a minute. And we have Abhay Gupta with the counter next. Abhay, please go on.
Yes, first of all of my position are focusing on the fines introduced by the government. Actually, they are saying it was too much, but it is a fact that even if you look at the report from the period from September 2019 till March 2020, I'm excluding the COVID period. Actually, the number of casualties happening in the road accidents have actually gone low. So the proportion is proper. If the fines are increased, so has the number of casualties happening in the road accidents.
Okay, Abhay. Komal wanted to speak next.
Yes,
May
now
I?
uh,
May I speak?
Can Abhay be precise on the data? How much had it gone low?
I also wanted to add a data, a fact, which is a report was given by TRIP, Transportation Research and Injury Prevention Program, and according to it, there has been no change in the in drivers' behavior after the imposition of fines. So, what are these fines meant for?
May I answer this?
Yes, please go
Could
on.
be more reformatory and better options and feasible options than imposition of these hefty fines. Also, these hefty fines bring with them another aspect, that is of corruption.
Okay. Komal, I think. Well, that's a very, very apt point that you have made vis-a-vis the points that are raised. And could you please repeat the main point that you made, the second point that you made? I would like to rebut that point.
About TRIP, report of TRIP.
Yes. Firstly,
There
see,
has been no change in drivers' behavior.
Yes. Firstly, there's been not many people following this rule because the implementation of this law is a state subject. Well, we only saw the news and incidents revolving around Delhi because it was under the union government's jurisdiction and it was implemented there. Most of the states have opposed it because implementation of any law is a state subject. Secondly, when you say seat belt fine, see, I think it's a very, very basic thing to wear a seat belt. You will go in a Western country, you will see not a single person gets in the car and without their seatbelt. They have the seatbelts on. At the same time, I would like to counter Shruti Trivedi's point as well when she mentioned a very significant point that there is a difference between the charge, the amount of fees, the amount of fine that people can pay. The rich can pay it easily, the poor cannot pay it that easily because the fines are actually disproportionate. That is what she tried to say and made an argument. Well, see, the problem is the Article 14 of our Constitution guarantees right to equality, and law has to be equal for everyone. That is what the Article 14 grants and commissions. So for an offense that's committed by a rich person or a poor person, the punishment has to be the same. That is why the fines are there. And at the very first and very beginning, if you don't commit a crime, if you don't penalize, if you don't drink and drive or commit any sort of violation, you don't have to pay any sort of fine.
Are the economic conditions of rich and poor equal? You're talking about equality. There should be equity, not equality. If fines are imposed, they should be imposed according to the economic status of a person. That could be a better option.
Well, then that's going to create a lot of problem and mayhem. Can you imagine how you're going to categorize people on the basis of the finances, and then it's going to create a lot of problem. That's why there is this right of equality. When you say equity over equality, then you have to have equity in every other respect and in every other subject as well. When it comes to crime and all sorts of law and order issue, you will have every person will start demanding equity over equality because a person has committed a crime or has done something in a different circumstance, so he should be given a sentence accordingly. That is going to create a lot of problem. For every single person, the law will have to be customized.
Okay, if I agree with your point, then will you please answer me a question? Commoners have to pay fine at the border. There is an instance from Gujarat. One of the man attempted suicide. Am I audible?
Yes, your voice is breaking a little bit. Please repeat your question again.
I was saying that my question is, Do commoners pay fine at the verge of their lives? A social worker, it was an instance from Gujarat. A social worker from Gujarat has committed suicide because he had to pay the fine of rupees 5,000 to the cops of traffic at the traffic signal, and he was taking that money for something else which was much important than paying that fine. Is it justifiable at all? It's the only incident which I'm talking about.
The question is
But
why
most
the situation has arisen only.
no, I was just asking a simple questions. Is the fine much more important than the people than a person's life?
Can I answer
Do
this
he or she
question?
have to pay the fine at the verge of their lives?
Can I answer this question?
I would like to inform everyone that the debate is free flow. So please speak at your will, but wait for someone to finish a point. And also, if you're countering, then please be precise and keep it under 1 minute or so. Okay, you guys can go on now.
I would like
So,
to say,
Shruti, can I
I would
please
like to say
finish?
that just one of the four companions said that it is not easier for the poor to fill these heavy fines, but it is easier for people like us. So let me tell you that it is not easier for people like us also to fill that fine. We are not that rich to afford a fine or a penalty of 10,000 or 15,000. We also if we consider the entire nation, the nation, our country is the largest population is of the common middle class person. So I would say for a common middle class person, it is not easy to just give their penalty fines as their 1,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees, or
Next,
500 or
next who
5,000.
want to
See,
speak?
I want to say
I would
that.
also
Sakshi,
like
you
to
want to come in?
I
Let
will.
Sakshi
let me
speak.
please complete, Abhay. Let me please
Yes, let
complete.
Sakshi speak.
Let me please complete.
Complete fast. You can't speak 5 lines. Just be specific for 2 lines. We are at the end of the debate. We can't have it for the entire day.
Okay, sir.
Just 1 line, your 1 line comment. Shivi.
Just now Sakshi said that money is not if people are just now Sakshi said that people are not focusing on their lives and for money. Then I would like to also say that money is life to so many people in our country. They cannot just throw their money for penaltying themselves. It is right to increase the fine, but the
Okay,
increase
Sakshi,
has
your
been very
counter.
much
Okay,
high.
Let's have your
Shivi,
counter.
Shivi, I think many states said that these fines are unreasonable. But see, if will you follow all the rules, safety rules, if there's no fine? Because see,
I
uh,
am not saying there should be no
everyone is
fine.
no. I'm
I'm not
sorry.
saying there should be no fine. I'm just stating the point. These fines are very, very high for a common man to pay for that. If we have to just try
Shivi, can
decreasing
you?
the
I want you to be silent. Let Sakshi speak. Sakshi, your 30 seconds to counter. No one will speak.
Okay, I understand the problem, what you're saying, that uh, everyone is not able to afford the fines. But see, it is important because people are afraid of paying so much high fines. So when they are scared of paying such huge fines, then only they will understand that why government is so much focusing these safety measures. It is important for their lives as well. I mean, government
Anyone
is
trying to
all.
Sakshi, your 1 line, final line, then we counter.
Yes, so my final line is that it is important for uh, each of us to uh, go with the government's decision.
So may I add?
Yes.
I would like to counter Shivi and would like to add to what Sakshi said in a 30-second breakthrough. See, and I will counter with a proposition rather. let's just, for example, and for the sake of argument, let's take your proposition into account and let's remove and reduce the fines. Let's do away with the fines itself. Though the fines are not as much as they are in US or the UK, let's do away with them. Then what? Please suggest me a better way, an alternative that's better than decades of slogan campaigning and awareness campaign that has resulted in 1.5 lakh deaths every single year and has put India at the top of the deaths chart in the world. An alternative that's better than those umpteen number of awareness campaigns and programs that we have held that have failed to do something as simple as making people learn and put their helmets on and wear a seatbelt. Suggest me something better than the existing Motor Vehicles Act.
May
I would like to counter. Shivi, let me.
Sure.
Who wants to counter? Yes, Komal, please.
Komal is going, sir.
Fear is not long lasting, but values are. If we try to imbibe values in people by our education system itself and awareness campaigns, you should not undermine the value or the effectiveness of awareness campaigns. Awareness campaigns and education and imbibing values in people, training programs while before giving the license to people. And we know licensing system, how we get license. It is an open secret. Like there is no training at all. And there should be theory classes before giving a person license. And there should be practical sessions as well for them and test. All these laws should be enforced properly before then imposing fines on people.
Komal
Well, I would like to say something.
I would like to add that.
Komal ma'am, I think in your place, you're right that these things should happen, but these things still happen. These things are happening. These campaigns are going on since many years, but still these accidents are still happening. Still many people are going through the accidents and they're losing their lives. So it is important for the government to take such a measure that the people will get afraid of.
Do you think that this measure will be followed properly? From a very long time, there have been many amendments in our constitution. And
Yes.
and what is our condition right now?
Yes,
This
it will be
Motor Vehicle
followed.
Amendment Act is only one. It was first constituted in 1988 and now it has been amended in 2019 and then heavy fines introduced. And one more thing, Firoz has asked the opposition to suggest a better way to control the traffic if anyone has. Now, please answer to that question.
May I?
Yes, go ahead, counter.
Okay. Right now, Sakshi and Firoz asked me the same question, that what if it comes to me, or what if they reduce or remove the fines? So let me tell you, if the fines are reduced, if the fine, they don't have to remove the fines. We are not saying that we are here to just ask the government to remove the fines. We are here to say that the fines are very heavy to pay. There should be some reduction in fine. I would like to say there, Firoz, you were asking for another way that we can stop these things. So that would be to start a very strict patrolling by the traffic police. If the police becomes very strict on the point, then obviously a person starts doing this. We don't find always the patrolling should be always, and it should be very, very particular. They should be very strict, and then if they have some fines for it, every person will be scared of paying those fines. But if they are just increasing the fines, and sometimes the policemen or the traffic police also, few of them are going in the corruption of towards the corruption, and that is they truly ask. This had happened personally with me also. If a person asks for not being able to pay 2,000 rupees, they just ask for pay 500 rupees and we'll let you go. So there are so many problems in our country that are faced by a general people. So if these types of fines
Shivi,
I
can
think
you
the
be
fine should
precise?
be easy to pay by, not easy, but actually that a person,
So
a common
now,
person can
see,
pay.
we will have one for the for and one for against. So as of now, we are 3 who are for the topic and 3 for against. We will choose one in both the categories. So this is last 5 minutes. So those who want to debate, please speak. Otherwise, we wind up. So yes, anyone
First
wants
of,
to
I would
contribute?
like to say something.
I would like to say
And
first.
not more than two
Can I go?
statements. Not more
Yes,
than two
yes.
statements.
Okay,
Otherwise,
Aparna,
Okay,
you
so
can
the
go.
government is imposing fine for the drunken drivers, and the government is actually imposing fine for all the activities which are actually resulting in road accidents. Not more than that, the government is also providing cashless treatment through the act. Actually, the act provides a scheme that delivers cashless treatment to road accident victims during the golden hour through the Motor Vehicle Amendment Act. So the Motor Vehicle Accident Fund, sorry, you can check that.
If a drunken driver is if a drunken person is driving, then the police doesn't come to know that the person is drunk if he is driving properly. They come to know when he is actually making a rash driving. If a rash driving is proclaimed by a person, the police should definitely find them, and definitely imprison them. But that does not mean they should fine them so high that a person.
counter, please. We are losing time.
Yes,
Well,
please.
that's just the alternative. You are saying imprisonment. You just mentioned imprisonment. If you can't go to jail, you have to pay a hefty fine. That's the alternative. And someone mentioned bribes also. It's been mentioned from the beginning of the debate. And I did not say anything. And I would like to now add something to that. You know, morally speaking, we shouldn't be taking or giving bribes in the first place. But we live in a devil's world that's governed by practicality over ideality. And in a practical world, money is the supreme variable. And if yesterday someone was paying 200 rupees to get away with a crime, today we'll have to pay an extra 300, 400 rupees to 500, 600 rupees to get away with the same crime. So in the long run, it is going to have an effect on the mentality of masses. People like you and me might be able to skip away through it, but for the
Counter,
majority of
Feroz.
people, money is
Anyone
everything, and
wants
they
to
will
counter?
stop
We want
Okay.
stop committing such crimes
Okay,
in
would
the
anyone,
long run.
Komal,
Anyone
you
wants
were
to pitch
willing
in
to
I
counter?
would like to add only, at least now the people are aware that they have to maintain the vehicle, so it has resulted in reduced pollution levels.
I would
Okay.
like to say if the existing laws are enforced properly, then there is no need of hefty fines and even amendments in any aspect, in any field, whether it is road safety or any department. The existing laws are not being enforced properly, and that is the need. We need amendments, and there is corruption in every system. And what makes you think that these fines will be a solution?
Well, they have worked. I'm going to quote a fact from Times of India. And for this, I'm going to take a reference from the report from Times of India dated September 18, 2019, 15 days after the implementation of this new amendment bill. From Delhi Traffic Police data, an interesting story to narrate, and I hope that those in opposition will give it a ear. The data shows that an estimated fall in the number of challans to 73,712 between September 1 and 15. This is the period when this was enacted compared to a whopping 3,48,272 fines challaned in the previous 15 days between August 16 and 31. A breathtaking five-fold decrease was observed in Delhi traffic crime. Yes, the fines were higher. More people
This
were
is
fined,
corruption.
but the number of fines and challans were reduced 5 times. People
This is
started
what
obeying laws
corruption
because of
is.
fear.
Okay.
Corruption is.
How come is it corruption?
Okay, Feroz, you
You also
are. I
took the
would like
example
to.
of US and UK. You also took the example of US and UK. The condition, they are the developed nations, and this is not. Here, the common people are not so eligible to pay such fines. That is the problem. That is the problem that we are stating here. The fines are too high
Yeah,
to pay.
exactly.
If the fines
How do
are
you become
limited,
a
or a
developed
person
nation?
has just a little hesitation to pay them, that makes a fear for them. But not
It has
that
only resulted in
they
boost
cannot
in the
even
country's
pay.
economy.
Sorry,
It
No,
has
please.
resulted in
The
boost in country's
difference between
economy, and
developed country
it
and
will.
developing country comes from the point that illiteracy rate. If a person is, if you have compared earlier the country which is developing with US and UK, which was developed country, so the difference comes with the illiteracy rate. If a person of India is paying fines, these hefty and heavy fines for the government for such small issues like traffic rules, not wearing seat belt or not having a driving license at all, then how he could pay for the education of his or her child or his or her education?
Why don't we focus on making people responsible rather than punishing them?
we have
I would just say
focused.
that I would just say that
I think
instead of increasing so hefty fines, we should focus more on a high patrolling and strict provisions taken by the police and the
We
traffic.
have already tried that before and it has not worked. So
yes,
there
we
was a
have
need of
already
this act.
tried these things,
We
and
should be
now
conscious enough that we shouldn't be needing any of them.
Komal, you want to add something?
I just want to add that just improve the character of the people. Try to focus on the root cause. Education system, training programs, all these are very necessary and these are a way forward. Fear is not long lasting, but values are.
You are
Okay,
quite
Okay, I
right
think
when you say
most of the
so.
accidents are happening in the urban areas only. In the urban areas, most of the people are literate. So most of the accidents are only committed by literate people, not the illiterate ones.
Okay, this is
That's what.
time for concluding statements now. So please wrap up your arguments. Final statement, only one sentence. Please, I think Feroz should go first.
Well, I'm gonna conclude in quick 30 seconds. Well, I believe that in a country like India, which has over 1.3 billion people, and the other day we were having a debate on private conveyance that's gonna increase in the post-COVID world. And when we see long traffic jams of that stretch over kilometers, we see tragic mishaps happening every single day. And at times, sometimes horrendous and gruesome incidents do also take place, like one happened in 2012 in the streets of
Okay,
Delhi.
Komal,
The
you can go now.
amended Motor Vehicles Act acts as a blessing in disguise, and this is the need of the hour.
Komal, you can go now.
Instead of fines, social punishment should be given, warning should be given, and there should be more focus on the licensing system, like how licensing laws are being enforced. They should be transparent.
Okay, Sakshi, your concluding statement, please.
yes, I think fines should not be reduced because the fear is important for the society. And yes, people should be given the education for the road safety rules. With this, I end up here.
Shivi, your concluding statement.
Okay. I would like to state that the need of the hour is not to increase the fine. It is to increase the strictness for the traffic rules, and it is also to increase to make the license system very, very transparent and very theoretical and very learning towards the person. It is not easy to make suddenly stop corruption in our country and suddenly stop bribing in our country, but at least we can try educating the people so that they understand the consequences of each and everything that they are proceeding towards. Thank you.
Okay, Abhay, now can I have your concluding statement now?
Yes, sir. I believe that strict rules and penalties are needed to make a developing nation a developed nation.
Okay, Abhay. Shruti, your concluding statement, please.
Yeah, in a nutshell, I would like to conclude that if the hefty fines are there, then it will lead to corruption. Killing small happiness of the people which they can buy from money leads to suicides, illiteracy rate, people firing at cops. It is totally making the environment bad and worsen it. So government should look at some feasible options which would make people more conscious. As if the people of India are not conscious enough by themselves, so government needs to take some steps to make them conscious and not to loot them by taking the money and these hefty fines. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Okay, everyone's concluding statements are now over. We have Sahil Sharma, our mentor, to deliver the concluding statements from our side. Sahil Bhaiya, please go ahead.
Okay, thank you, Pulkit. So today I've really seen many of facts going here and there because you have the resources, but try not to look at the resources every time you should memorize a lot of points. So one fact that I want to share is that 91% people stated that there is a strong road safety law would help in reducing the road crashes in India. And the topic that we are discussing is so much relating to it, that the fines imposed by the government are long overdue, or a necessity, or just another exploit for common man. So after listening to the debates and the points raised in past few days, really shows that possibly because majority of Indians have experienced a road crash, seen one, or lost a dear one to the same, most of them take road safety to be an issue of critical importance. So thank you everyone for participating, and thank you sir for joining with us. I'm really grateful to work under the guidance of Dr. Anuj sir, and by being backed by the team, Yuva team, it is really a great pleasure. Thank you, sir. Hello.
Okay. Thank you,
Okay,
everyone.
so we can conclude now, I think, Pulkit. Sir?
Yes.
Sir, are you here? Okay, so I think we can conclude now.
Okay, I would like to thank everyone. The far
Can
side.
we have result?
Sorry.
Who the participant who has been the winner उनके सामने हो, otherwise if the scores are ready should
So
announce.
we'll share the scores as soon as we
What mean as soon as the scores on the spot देना चाहिए, otherwise there will be a unnecessary debate on the. You can Sahil, I want you to personally WhatsApp me the scores. And
yes,
before
sir, I'll personally WhatsApp you the scores, sir. After the meeting, I have not updated them. Just I'm updating them.
फटाफट साहिल सबसे कलेक्ट करिए जो भी आपके जज थे, and I will announce it. So Pulkit, if you permit, can I say something?
Please, sir, go ahead.
So nice. It was nice. Some observations I want to make is, Pulkit, you are a good host, and you develop your acting. You have been rules, regulations. So pitching in on time. A very constructive debate you organized. So I have I really appreciate the way you moderated the debate, and this debate was very meaningful because very well anchored, moderated by Pulkit. In between, I was coming and making some ripples and distractions. Sorry, tractor jada tha. So great show, Pulkit, and Sahil has given you this responsibility, and you did it really well. Some suggestions, अगर आप कैमरा ऑन रखेंगे पार्टिसिपेंट्स तो मैं आपको याद कर पाऊंगा, तो भूल जाऊंगा. So starting from Abhay, you had some good, very good points, but you were lacking the attack. So you have to be very proactive. Like Firoz was talking a lot, he was reading, he was putting all facts. So it was a fact supporting the debate, and your facts were good, but you were quite late and you were a bit on the back side. So debate is all about talking, boss. आपको बोलना है, you have to argue, you have to make sense. And the most difficult part is when you come to, like, you have everything, but you were not able to speak. So I think that you could have been in more participative in the debate, so that you can you can gain more attention. So I hope this is not going to affect the scores of participants. So I will start my observation, Sahil, once you confirm कि आपको सबके scores मिल गए.
Okay, sir. Sorry.
6 लोग के नाम के आगे स्कोर तो डालना है.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
सबके मिल गए. अगर सब जजेस ने दे दिए तो मैं कमेंट करूँ, नहीं तो मेरे कमेंट के बाद किसी ने इसको कम ज्यादा कर दिया.
No, sir. Actually, that's why, sir. Actually, 4 members, so we have to calculate all the scores now. That's why I was telling we can have another where we can share the scores or.
किसने scores नहीं दिए?
Sir, I'm asking, sir.
दिया.
Sir, given the scores, I'm asking for others.
Given the scores, okay. Who else has? Bhumika, have you given the scores to Sahil?
Sir, I'll just give it to him. Just 2 minutes.
Yes.
Can we announce your scores openly?
Yes,
If you
sir.
don't mind. हम open scoring भी कर सकते हैं. Let the participants also know their scores. Sahil, you make a note of it. Bhumika, announce your score. Your scores for Feroz in any order, please. Fast. Judges अपने स्कोर को अनाउंस करिए Zoom पे. और कितने में से है? पुलकित कितने में से स्कोर है? 10 में से कि 5 में से कि 100 में से?
So we have out of 10.
It's out of 10.
Yes, please announce your scores. Everyone score ready रखो, फटाफट announce करो. कोई भी 3 के स्कोर आया फाइनल करो और खत्म करो. साहिल, you have 1 score, 2 लोग के स्कोर आन दो, रिजल्ट अनाउंस करो.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So we'll announce result on the basis of per topic or just one.
2 होंगे ना, एक फॉर का एक अगेंस्ट का.
Okay, sir.
Then you can give a final scores of both.
Sure, sir.
भूमिका और कौन था जज? साहिल, भूमिका और
Sir, Bhumika, Shivi. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Abhina.
Priyansh.
Priyansh. Sorry.
प्रियांश, भूमिका और भी कोई है क्या?
No, sir. Only 3.
So I sorry, Abhay, I was giving some observation, but I then thought कि आपको वो observation कहीं problem न करे. But you brought some good points, and it's just an observation. I think judges should be very fast. They should be ready. 6 लोग के score देने में इतना time नहीं लगना चाहिए. If you have been watching. Priyansh, I want the scores in next 10 seconds. Okay, if no one is giving, Sahil, you give me a score. We both can give the scores and let's finalize first, and then we'll give the observations.
Yes, so for Feroz, I have given 8 out of 10.
Bhumika, you have done with your scores?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Sir, can I write in the chat?
नहीं, scores को read कर दो तो आप note कर दो साहिल, फटाफट.
Yes, I'll note.
Bhumika, आप score read कर दो अपने.
सर एक साथ सब पे कर दूं?
एक कर दो.
So Feroz, I have given 9 out of 10.
Next.
Yes, next.
Next, Abhay, I have given 8 out of 10, and Sakshi 7 out of 10. Shruti Trivedi also 7 out of 10. Komal 9 out of 10, and Shivi 8 out of 10.
Bhumika, can you repeat once again?
Yeah. Feroz 9 out of 10. Abhay 8 out of 10. Sakshi 7 out of 10. Komal 9 out of 10. Shivi 8 out of 10, and Shruti 7 out of 10.
Shruti 7 out of 10. No? Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello everyone, this is Priyansh Srivastava. So now I would like to call out the results. Yes, sir. Shivi has been given 7 on 10. Abhay has been given 6 on 10. Komal has been given 6.5 on 10. Sakshi has been given 6 on 10. And Shruti has been given a 7.5 on 10.
Can you please repeat of Shivi, Sakshi and Shivi?
Okay. Shivi has scored a 7 on 10. And Sakshi has scored a 6 on 10.
Okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yes, sir. We have the scores, I think.
Sahil, read your scores. Don't manipulate them. अपना score बताइए.
Yes, sir. Sir, I'll tell. Feroz is 8 out of 10. So we have Shivi 7 out of 10. We have Abhay, 6.5 out of 10.
Yes, yes, बोलते जाओ.
We have Komal, 7.5 out of 10.
बोलो ना.
And we have Sakshi, 7 out of 10.
सबको ऐड करो. अब मैं फटाफट एक मिनट सबके बारे में बात कर लूंगा.
Yes, sir.
So I spoke about you. This is just an area. The scores and numbers don't matter. They are just weightage. You can anytime go back and increase. It's all about the screen time you have acquired. Sakshi, your network issues probably were things which brought you late into debate, and maybe the research and the Google जो बाकी participants ने तो अभय और फिरोज ने किया था वो थोड़ा लैक कर रहा था. आई थिंक यू कुड हैव डन मोर नॉलेज ऑन द सब्जेक्ट. इट्स अ वेरी कॉमन थिंग. आप गूगल करेंगे तो बहुत सारे पॉइंट्स मिल जाएंगे. एंड वेरी राइटली ब्रॉट दैट द importance of fine is there in the new Road Safety Amendment Act and whatever. So fine is just a small implication on people to make them understand that they should obey laws. And Firoz also did it really well. So Firoz, I have some comments that when you are coming for debate with a lot of facts and figures, you should try to be very precise and avoid repeating of facts and try to merge facts. जैसे आपने एक चीज बोली उससे related story उसी समय बोले, it makes a good topping on your base. ये नहीं अब मतलब एक बार अपन ने कुछ बताया फिर कुछ और को just for the sake of giving examples कम वो रेलिवेंट हो और जिस चीज पे आप बात करें उस पर बात करें तो वो सेंस बनता है. आपकी स्क्रीन टाइम अटेंशन आपने काफी गैदर किया. The way you pitched people and in between, that was really nice for the participants to learn. Your approach, your body posture and your face value was very perfect for the responding to debate. So you try to nurture it further, and we will soon organize maybe a national debate competition. So guys like you should come forward and take this. So good initiative. There again, as a teacher, हमारा काम होता है कि लाल गोले लगाना. तो लाल गोले इसलिए लगाते हैं ताकि आप आगे अगली बार उसको और बेहतर कर सको. तो आप सचिन तेंदुलकर के कोच से भी पूछोगे तो बोलेगा हाँ इसकी ये कमियां है, अच्छाइयां कोई नहीं बताती. तो anyways, you did quite a good homework or research, and probably this will help you to understand the Amendment Act. Some key points which you could have captured is, so I live in a colony, lot of tractors go away. So ये जो बिल बनाया वो किसने बनाया, इस बिल को बनाने वाली कमेटी के बारे में आप लोग थोड़ा सा पढ़ते तो जो फैक्ट्स आ रहे थे कि ये बहुत महंगा बिल है और बहुत ज्यादा पैसे लिए जा रहे हैं, तो उसकी थोड़ी सी आपको और इन लोग को काउंटर कर सकते थे. सो जो बिल है वो क्या है, प्लस ये किसने बनाया, कमेटी होगी जिसने बनाया होगा. सो दैट्स फ्रॉम माय साइड. Then coming for people who were opposing, I could not hear much. कौन कौन था? कोमल थी, शिवी थी, and there was one more girl who left शायद.
Shruti sir, Komal, Shivi and Shruti.
Anyways, so शिवी, अब आपकी भी डिबेट आप काफी अच्छा आपने स्क्रीन टाइम लिया एंड आप लगातार एग्रेसिवली डिबेट में पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं. दैट इज रियली अ पॉजिटिव साइड. बट अगेन इस तरह की डिबेट में जहाँ पुलकित जैसे मॉडरेटर्स होते हैं, अर्नब गोस्वामी जैसे लोग नहीं होते हैं, तो हमको अपनी बात को बहुत क्रिस्टल क्लियर और लिमिटेड रखना चाहिए. रिपीटिशन ऑफ द सेंटेंस लूज द मतलब द क्रेडिट स्कोर ऑफ द पार्टिसिपेंट. कि कहीं ना कहीं आप उसी को बार बार बोल रहे हैं ना, तो वो सुन चुका है आदमी, क्योंकि बड़ी मॉडरेटेड डिबेट थी. ऐसी नहीं थी कि if you watch Arnab Goswami, he is very political, people are there, so they keep talking one in, घूम फिर के एक ही बात करते हैं. So try in the minimum time bring more variety of your statements. You have done a research, so try to bring more and more things to support your issue. So Komal, you were very defensive, and you were not you could have spoken more, but the only feedback I can give is try to attract more screen time. So the more you attract screen time, the judges, देखो जो देखता है वो बिकता है, judges भी influence होते हैं. अगर obviously मैं बोलूँ
Hey, see you guys. Maybe my network issue.
Hello.
Really
Hello.
nice. We will have this recorded session and we'll try to post it on Facebook. And the organizer Shivansh and jo bhi hai, I don't know. If you want to thank them, Sahil, you can please thank them. And
Yes, sir. I'm already thank you.
clear the winner.
Thank you, sir, for coming, sir. Sir, now I can announce the winners. Hello.
दो कैटेगरी में कौन फर्स्ट मतलब
So Feroz, so from 4 team, we have Feroz Khan, who's the winner after calculating the results. And from against team, we have Shivi Dubey.
so
Shivi Dubey, yes.
पॉइंट्स कितने थे फिरोज के और शिवी के?
Yes, sir. So Feroz has got 8, 8, and 8, all 3 judges, and Shivi 8, 6, and 6.
So it's 20 for Shivi and Firoz got 24.
Yes, sir.
So ठीक है, तो it is just a part. How much Komal got?
So Komal got 9. Komal got 9 and 5, 6. Oh, sorry, 6 and 6. I think
So she got
6.
21 and Shivi
Yes,
got
sir.
20.
I would like to add something. Sahil here.
Yes, please.
I would have said Komal a 6.5 rather than a 6. So there was a addition of a 0.5, not just 6. It was 6.5.
Okay, so Komal 6.5,
Calculate the scores properly.
6.5, and 9.
So it is
13 and 9 is 22.
How much? 13 and 9 is 22.
22.
And how much Shivi got?
So Shivi got 8, 6, and 6.5.
That is 12.5. 6 and 6.5. All 8.
8. 12.5 plus 8 is 20.5. I'm sorry. 21 and 10, 20. I'm sorry. Shivi and Komal, I was only calculating. Okay. So I think Komal is 22. I'm really sorry. I was just calculating right now. Sorry, sir. So 22 Komal and 20.5 Shivi.
It's not a national record, but please try to maintain for the interest of kids that do participate करते हैं ना. If you announce once, क्या होता है ना, in the Olympic also एक बार gold medal एक बार announce हो गया, फिर calculation करके silver वाले को gold नहीं माना जाता.
Yes,
Announcement
sir.
is an important thing.
I'm really
It
sorry.
is announced that Shivi is winner. Now Komal will go and argue with you why she is not winner, having 22 marks.
22 points. Yes, sir.
And they are debating. Okay.
Yes, sir. So I just now calculate. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to all the participants also.
Okay.
So anyways, it doesn't matter who is some point ahead and who is some point less. But as a team, you guys played well, enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. I think except Abhay, everyone enjoyed it. Abhay was not in his full form. So next time, probably Abhay, I want you to lead and get more of screen time. Okay. So guys, Sahil, your final vote of thanks, and the organizer, Konta Shivansh, you can, if you want to call him and
Sir,
you want to say
sir,
something.
all the Yuva team, I'm really backed by a great Yuva team who's been organizing these for since past 3 days, and now the final round, they're taking the lead from very long time. Thank you very much. Thank you, Anuj sir, for helping us and getting to this debate. Thank you very much for participating, everyone. Thank you. Okay, we can end now, sir.
एक सब लोग अपना वीडियो फोटो खींच लेना साहिल, अगर लैपटॉप पे जो भी होगा तो फोटो ले लेना.
Okay, so Yes, please put on a video. We will take a screenshot of all the participants and the viewers. Abhinav, done?
Wait.
Who's taking screenshot? Abhinav?
Yes, I'm taking.
Okay. When you're done, please say.
Done.
Done?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining. Thank you, sir, once again. And we'll share the on the call also. Thank you very much.
Okay. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you everyone for coming on such a short notice and also being so punctual regarding the event. We are really very much obliged to have such a good participants and such good judges for the event. Thank you, Bhumika. Thank you, Priyansh, and thank you, obviously, Anuj sir. And congratulations to all the winners, Feroz and Komal. Congratulations. You will be soon provided with the certificates. And thank you for all the participants to come to the event. Thank you.
There should be some prize also, not just certificate.
Sure, sir.
We'll provide some prize also. Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.